everybody. I apologize in advance for the super long intro. 4 minutes there. Hey, Meili, nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. I was doing pretty good for my 10-hour shift at work today. And then I decided to go out constabling, and that just kind of wiped me out. But I did not want to skip out on the stream today. I'm going to go ahead and make a poll in just a minute for there we go. For this orientation, if you guys like it, if you guys don't. All right, so let's see. All right, so let's do 2 there and 2 there. Just get this set up for actual braiding. Apologize again for running late. Tomorrow I will, I am not working a day job shift, so I'm probably going to go ahead. I've got I picked up a kinetic sculpture, and I will be putting that together in the shop tomorrow. I'll take the table out and the overhead camera, and we can go ahead and do that. Let's see this there. And I'll probably take a couple hours at that. I'm probably not going to stream Saturday. Mrs. Torn and I have an appointment in New Jersey, and since it's her birthday sometime this week, we are going to be taking her out for dinner on the way back. All right, so that was 2, so just 1 on this side. Move this over here. And so I'll probably have the next braiding stream on Sunday. And I'm going to try and get a decent amount of braiding done Sunday. I'll make sure to send Megan a link if she would like it. And if she doesn't have the time or anything, that's perfectly fine. This is a gift I'm making for her. This is not any sort of obligation. So just want to make sure you folks know that this is supposed to be a fun thing. Oops, let's see. That one got split. There we go. Almost ready to start. And I think I figured out how I'm going to do the instructions. Let's see. This one goes here. I'll catch up with chat as soon as I get these in place here. I did at least remember to turn on monetization for this stream. I did not set up a Rumble stream because I was really running behind today. Yesterday at work really also took a lot out of me, but I was feeling a lot better today. When I got home from work yesterday, I just kind of crashed for about an hour, woke up, drank like about 1 liter of water straight, had a few things, few little bits to eat, and then went back to bed. All right. Let's make sure that's straightened up. All right. So, chat here. Meili Cormier, hey, nice to see you. B.S. Simon, hey, how's it going? I did meet you on Facebook. You suggested a Valhalla Awaits Goat stream to a mutual friend of ours. And so I made a comment about Valhalla being a cool dude, and that's how I know who you are now. And Gwen says hello. Hey, Gwen. Philip Martin, hello all. And Gwen says the camera that's pointing in the front could come up a little bit. Yeah, I was trying to get, let's see. There we go. Hopefully that'll be a little bit better. Let's see. There we go. That should be a little bit better. And Gwen says, hello, y'all. Welcome. Welcome to everybody. And if you like this content, if you could like, subscribe, and share, I would really appreciate that. What was I going to say now? I have at least started to recover some of the subscriptions that I've been losing lately. All right, whoops. And B.S. Simon says, Yeppers. Millie says, I got gastro and it sucks. I am sorry to hear that. And Gwen says, that's good. Thank you very much for that, Gwen. And B.S. Simon says, bummer, Millie. All right, so what was I going to do now? I was going to do something, and I completely lost my train of thought. Oh, poll. I was going to do a poll. Let's see. All right. Start poll. Give me a second here. Bring the keyboard up so I can type. All right, poll is started. Thank you very much for your patience on that. Okay, and let's see. So these are how the instructions look. I'll bring them up every so often, but the first couple of times through, I'm going to go ahead and probably just look at it. I'm not going to bring it up for very long. I've got this on another screen. All right. There we go. Actually, I might wind up changing things around for the next one, because otherwise I'm having a hard time looking and seeing. Okay. All right. Move the mouse out of the way so I don't. Okay, so right side, we go over 4, and then under, over, under, over, under, over. So 3 times under every other 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, under, over, under, and over. And bottom one here goes up to the top on the left. Actually, let me go ahead and so you can at least see what it is I'm looking at for a little bit. This is move 1. So it starts on the lower right, then it goes to the upper right, and then lower left, and then upper left. And the rails that are the lines that are close to the center between 1 and 3 and 2 and 4 are the lower rails, and the other ones are the outer or upper rails. All right, and let's see. Gwen says, Melee, I hope you feel better soon. And Melee says, thanks. Yeah, I'm pretty much sure everybody here is sending good thoughts your way, Melee. We hope that you feel much better very quickly. It sucks when you're not feeling great. All right, so let me go ahead and put this back here now that you've seen a little bit of what that looks like. All right, so the next one is in the middle, and then it's past forward, then over, under. All right, so first move on the right side, we put in the middle, then we go under the bottom, and then the second one we go middle and then over the top. So there's 4. So 1, 2, 3. And then under this last one on the bottom, the top one goes down to the lower level. All right, left side. Same 4 through the middle, and then alternate every other 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, under, over, under, over, under, over, and then we pass through to the top on the right. So it needs a bit of an unroll. If I remember right, it didn't take me all that long to memorize the pattern. So through 4, and then over 2, under, over 2, under, over 2. We leave the 3 on the top, and we pass under the bottom on the left. Top one gets, once we get it untwisted from the other one, gets passed to the middle and winds up as the on the lower on the right. All right, that was move 1. We do this twice. So in the middle, and then 1, 2, 3. And this one goes up here. Now we have enough for keeping the comma slip forward. And then through 4, and then 1, 2, 3. We leave 3 on the top, pass through the bottom on the right, and top on the right passes through to the bottom on the left. Do the same thing, left side. Start at the bottom. Go ahead and make sure this is not twisting. All right, so 1, 2, 3, and bottom passes through to the top. And I'm going to, oops, this one's snagging on something. Edge of the sword blade, I'll have to touch that up. Just a little bit of sandpaper. All right, then on the top, so through the middle, pass 4, and over 2, under 2, over 2, under 2, over 2, leave 3 on the top, pass through the last one on the bottom, to the top on the left, and pass through to the bottom on the right. And these can also now be adjusted back. And at the end of the stream, I will read another page or two from the Eye of Argon, the original. Hey, Equality, I see you. All right, let's see. And Equality says, hi, Torn. Hi, chat. Nice to see you on Equality. Yep, we're just getting started on Megan Fox's braid. All right, so, and we're going to move on to the next one. I'm going to trim these to where it's only the appropriate move on each one of these. And then I'll probably rotate them sideways just to make it easier to read it when it pops up on screen. And all right, so for 3 on the right, we're going to go in the middle, just over 2, and then we're just alternating every other 2 on the bottom and on the top as well. So for move 3 on the right, we pass through and start at 2. On the left, we're gonna we're gonna still do 4, and then every other 2 on top and bottom. All right, we are back to here, and Equality says, "I'll hang out with you guys while working. Almost the end of tax season." I'm assuming tax season ends a little bit differently in Canada than it does in the US, because ours ended up about like a little over a week ago. And Gwen says, equality, hello. And equality says, Gwen, hello there, good to see you. All right, so move 3, right side. Start with the bottom, pass through 2, so over 2, under, over, under, over, under, over. Oops, did I have, looks like I had 2 of them. One of them pop over a pin. All right, so it looks like that was the one that popped up. Okay, there we go. All right, let's try that again. All right, so just tell I'm under the last one only, so. Oh, no, wait a minute, I'm looking at that wrong. So we pass over 2, then under 1, over 1, then under 2. So over 2, then under 1, over 1, then under 2. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh. Let me double check that again. Am I missing something there? All right, so 1 and 1, and then 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, that looks right. And this passes through to the upper on the left. And top is the same. Pass through 2, then over and under 1, then going over and under 2. So 2 there, 1, 1, and 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And when I'm under 3, pass under the bottom of the bottom layer. And this one passes through to the bottom on the left. All right, left side, we're passing over 1, 2, 3, 4, then under and over 2 at a time. So 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. All right. The checksum looks good. Goes to the upper layer here. And then same thing mirrored on the top. So under 4 and 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Under the bottom one, top one passes through down to the bottom on the right. As you can see, we're switching from like a 1-1. Well, I don't know if you can see too well. We're switching from a 1-1 to a 2-2 twill. This is basically just kind of like a selvage edge. It's actually got a kind of nice pebbled texture. I'm using much larger bundles than I have used to be doing. Equality says it's April 30th. Okay. And Gwen says it's April 15th here in the US. Gwen says, have y'all hit the like button yet? Thank you for the reminder, Gwen. And Equality says, Gwen, that's what I heard. It seems strange to me that it's mid-month. I wish I was over. I wish it was over for us in Canada too. A friend of mine is a tax preparer, and I got a chance to talk to her on the phone now that her life is going to start being her own again. All right, so we are ready for move 3. And okay, well, actually move 4, because we did moves 1 and 2, then 3, now 4. So we're going to pass through 1, 2, 3, 4 in the middle, then under 2, over 2, under 2, 2. Okay, so pass through 4, and then we're doing a 2, 2. Same thing on the top. Left, also doing, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, same thing. Same thing on right and left both here. Okay, this should be easy enough to do. In 4 and 1, 2, 3, and this one passes through to the top on the left. And in through 4, and then 1, 2, 3. We're leaving 3 on the top, pass through the 1 on the bottom. Top 1 passes through and to the bottom on the left. And we're starting to get our color change here. All right, same thing on the left. So in 4 and 1, 1, 2, and 3. And then last one gets passed through to the top on the right. And 1, 2, 3. And top one gets passed through to the bottom on the right. All right. And well, at least I seem to be picking this up fairly quickly. Let's see, Gwen says, yeah, it seems to come up too fast. I worked at Liberty Tax Service for 3 years a while ago. I hope it wasn't too stressful for you. All right, we are ready for the next one. All right, so for 5, we're going to pass through 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then under and over 2. And on the right, same thing. On the left, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're going to pass through all of the color change, and then 3 more, and then do under, over, and same thing for the top. So we're passing to the middle, color change, and then pass 3. All right, I think I can do that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. There we go. And 1, 2, 3. Oops. That one is supposed to go up here. Too many times doing the other style braids, I guess. Shouldn't take me too long to pick it up. And then pass 3 and 1, 2. Pass through and 3. Get the color. 1, 2. All right. And see, Equality says it's also my daughter's dance season too, so it's been pretty crazy. I can imagine. All right, let's move back to here and on to 6, 7, and 8. So we're going to do this for 3 times. We're going to pass through and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're going to pass through 8, then go 2 at a time. And then on the left side, we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're also doing 8 and 2 at a time. Okay, so pass through 8, then 2. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2, 2, 2, and 2. And whoops, that goes at the top, not the bottom. So 8 and 2, 2, 2. And on top passes through to the bottom. Did I go under? Yeah, I did go under that one. Okay, there we go. And same thing on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 2. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2, 2, 2. And this is move 1 of 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 2, and 2. This one helped in that the colors kind of like they switch, and then you keep the same colors going. You don't have like a bunch of alternating colors. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 or 2, 2, 2. This being the second of our moves. Halfway through. We're already making good progress on the braid. So 2, 4, 6, 8, and 2, 2, 2. Else I use the pointy end first. There we go. And 2, 4, 6, 8, and 2, 2, 2. This is finishing up the second of our 3 moves. All right, and 2, 4, 6, 8, and 2, 2, 2. And my count is off somewhere there. I'm also going to need to make sure to file my nails a little better. Oops, that's because I put this one up here when that should have been down here. That's why my count was wrong. 2, 4, 6, 8, and 2, 2, 2, and 2. Too much reflex going on here. And 2, 4, 6, 8, and 2, 2, 2. Checksum is good. And passes through the bottom. And this is the last of our third move. So 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 2, 2, 2. Looks good. This one needs a bit more unroll. And 2, 4, 6, 8, and 2, 2, 2. There we go. All right, so we finished up move 8. We are ready for move 9. All right. So 9 through 12 are the same as well. So we go all the way through and we just go under and over 2 on the bottom, over and over 2 on the top, and then under the last on the bottom. Leaving 3, and same thing on the left. All right, so under and over on the bottom and just over on the top. So under and over on the bottom. And just over on the top. Okay. That's under and over on the bottom. And I'm counting back from the other edge on this. Basically, I'm working from my checksum back to me rather than the other way around. And there we go. All right, that was 1 of 4. And we got 2. We are still on 2. And we are finishing 2. We're ready to move on to 3. And we are starting 3. Halfway through 3. And just finishing 3. And starting 4. And midway through 4. And almost done with 4. And done with 4, and we will take out the space now that we've got enough weight to keep this pushed forward. All right, so we just finished 12. If you notice, this is kind of, whoops, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to leave it up that whole time. All right, so we are on to, so for 13, we're going to go through till the color change and go under all of the way on the bottom. And then on the top, we just pass through and let the top one go to the lower level. And same thing on the bottom. I mean, on the left side. All right, there we go. And let's see. Equalities. Have you guys been following a case right now? I watched a tiny bit of Lori Daybell's trial. The jury was really good in that trial. And Equality says, I hope Karen Reed gets a good jury this time around. I am hoping that too. I'm very concerned, especially with all of the interviews and stuff they're doing. They're introducing into it. But we'll just have to see how it goes. All right. And all right, so we pass through here and just all the way under here. This one goes to the upper level. And then just back out and then all the way through. And the top one passes through to the lower level. And under here, the color change. All right, I think, let's see, how did I do it? Yeah, I think this just passes through like that. Okay. All right. Then pass all the way through. And top goes to the lower level. All right. And Equality says, yeah, I don't know why Karen's lawyer let her do those interviews. That was a silly idea. I get the fundraising and awareness is important, but well, I do have my fingers crossed for her. All right. And on to 14. All right. So again, pass through, go under the color change, and just straight through for the top. Same for the left. Okay. And I think I know what I'm doing there. So pass through to the color change and goes to the top here. Yeah, I think we need to do a little bit more take up reel. Let's go ahead and do a quick coma slide. Okay, and we are ready for move 15. All right, so 15 on the right, pass through under the color change, same for the middle. Left side doing the same thing. Okay. Up. And down. And I'm using 24 threads per bundle here instead of 12. Looks like we had okay. So we had an individual thread get caught there. There we go. Yep, definitely going to need to sand this. See if I can't break off whatever's catching the thread real quick, or at least make it less catchy. All right, we are ready for the. Let's see, Gwen says, "Yeah, I've been watching the Karen Reed trial." Excuse me. All right, so we are going to move on to move 16. And we're doing the same thing we were doing before at the color change. All right, so pass to the middle. It's a little short. Let's unroll it a bit. All right, same thing on the left. Then we only have one left wet color on the left, which means I don't even have to do anything. I could just swap that through there. Let's see. Trying to keep this line here a little centered. Okay. We are ready for the next move. On to 17. On the right, we go same as we were doing, and then on the left, we start from the underside for the bottom, go every other two, and on the left, we start from the top, go into the middle for every other two, and go under the last three. We don't crossovers. Okay. I think I got this. And Philip Martin says, I'm sure others have asked before me, but are the repetitious braid patterns much faster to make than the detailed custom ones? Yes, a lot faster. Especially once you memorize it, you can just keep going. You don't have to audibly count usually and just work your way through. This one was taking me I started out about a half hour per leaf once I got the pattern down. And by the end, I was doing about 20 minutes per leaf. BS Simon, during the day, I have to scroll past dozen channels on my YouTube subscription page, just get past everyone streaming the Karen Reed trial. Yep, I can understand that. Philip Martin says, I've been kind of watching the Karen Reed trial after having kept up with it for a year. I've kind of reached full irritation with it. I have it playing, but usually muted unless Ian or Andrea are commenting. Yeah, I can understand that. I've been kind of depressed thinking about watching it just in case it goes horrible. I'm not sure that I want to take yet one more blow to my sense of right and wrong. And Gwen says, I found a guy who's doing testing of the taillight. His most recent, he got an anatomical arm and I found a guy who's doing testing of the taillight. Oh, gotcha. For the taillight on the car. His most recent, he got an anatomical arm and did the hit test. Turned out just as I thought it would, broken bones and no skin lacerations. I think first time around, somebody did a calculation of how much energy would have to be imparted to the body to get it to fly the distance they said it did. And you can't impart enough energy to an arm to get a person to travel that far if it's not trapped between the vehicle and the body. If it's hanging free, you impart enough energy that could travel or toss a body that far, it'll rip the arm entirely off before even moving the person. So yeah, physics do not support that at all. All right, so we do the pass through and under here on the right. This goes to the top. And top one here goes to the bottom. All right, and left side, we start under, so under two, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over. And yep, under this, and it passes through to the top on the right. We've got another color change going here. And over to under, over, under, over, under, over. Then we go under the three here, just push it down. Top one passes through down to the bottom on the right. All right, and we are ready for the next move. On to 18 through 23. So 18, 19, 20. Okay, so this is 6 repetitive moves. We go under on the right every 2. And on the top, we go over every 2. And same on the left. So 6 moves of this. All right. Maybe a dice will work for this, but in the meantime, I'm just going to try and be careful to count here. All right, so, and we start under the bottom. Okay, so 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. All right, it goes up to the top. We start over the top, so 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And yep. Oh, nope, I made a mistake here. All right, let me back up to a couple of moves here. All right, so basically, this is passing through to the upper. All right, so let's see. How many moves did I mess up? Oops, go the wrong way. All right, so okay, lower to upper, upper to lower, oh, lower to upper. Okay, so six. No, let's see. So 16 was fine. Okay, so I got to work my way back through 17, and then 16 is where I have my transition. Okay, so this one. Okay, so all right, so okay, so I didn't do any of the 18 yet, or did I? So 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. All right, so this one. Okay, so I just moved it, or did I? Okay, so 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Or did I do it the wrong way? Great. Where did I mess up with this? Okay, all right. I don't know why I wasn't able to see that before. Okay, so we have just finished 17, so I need to reverse it. So, all right. So over the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So this one goes back here. Yep, there we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I just did the, or did I? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, okay, there we go. All right. So this is halfway back on 17. Okay, so 17 was where. Trying to read these marks. Okay. All right, so 16 is where I had my change. Okay, so there, and pass through, and This went up to here. And this went down to here. Okay. All right. So, and then 16. All right. So, pass through. Okay, so first move, pass under. Okay, lowered upper, lowered upper. Okay, so 17 here, first one here. Okay, I'm still on 17. Oh, I'm doing the wrong side. Redoing that side. Okay, all right. So on this side here, 17. Okay. And okay, no, I did finish 17, so I'm going to 16. Okay. So 16, go upper first. So okay, all right. So I think I actually did this one right, even though I didn't realize it. So 16, the upper goes to the lower, and the lower goes to the upper. Okay, so I think we're all right. So this is the start of 17. And it looks good on this end too. All right, so 17. Start here, pass through under here. The lower goes to the upper. And stay there. And the upper goes to the upper. That doesn't make, oh no, that goes to the lower. Okay. All right, that goes to lower. All right, and left side, we do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the lower stays and goes to the lower. All right, there we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And the upper goes to the upper. All right. And now we can go to, all right, so lower goes to lower, upper goes to upper. All right. Let me catch up a chat real quick and then I'll Equality says, Philip, I know what you mean. Bev is especially infuriating. Andrea, Ian make it bearable, but even then it can be too much. And Gwen says, Ian will be doing a recap tomorrow, both today and tomorrow for Kareem Reed. I'm assuming that's Karen, because both days will be half a day. And Gwen says, silly phone, knew I meant Karen. Yep. And Equality says, it was such a short day today. Bev is not only biased, but also lazy. And Equality says, Gwen, Kareem, smiley faces. Equality, this pattern looks hard. Looks like it's easy to make a mistake. I just need to get through it a couple of times and make sure I understand what it is I'm doing. It's been almost like 15 or more years since I've done this particular pattern. And Gwen says, I think it's been a while since Torn 3 did this braid. Yeah, at least 15 years. And braid pattern. Yeah, okay. All right. So sorry if I've got the here, let me just, since I've had this up for so long, let me switch back to here. There we go. All right. So 6 times, lower to lower, upper to upper. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and lower to lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, and upper to upper. And 1, 2, 3, 4, lower to lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, and upper to upper. We've finished 1. Actually, I'll leave the gap here. This way, it'll you can't really see it, but I've left a gap here between the Tacoma, and that way I can use that as a counter to make sure I know where I'm at. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, lower to lower. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, upper to upper. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Lower to lower. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and upper to upper. There's the way through this pattern block, and you can start to see the leaf actually forming. There's like a nice actual separation here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lower to lower. And 1, 1, 2, 3, and upper to upper. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lower to lower. 1, 2, 3, and upper to upper. All right, halfway through this pattern block. One, 2, 3, 4. A little lower. 1, 2, 3, and upper to upper. 2, 3, 4. Lower to lower. 1, 2, 3, and upper to upper. 2/3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lower to lower. 1, 2, 3, and upper to upper. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lower to lower. 1, 2, 3, and upper to upper. This one doesn't want to unroll. It's kind of trapped underneath a little bit of something here. This does not want to move the way it should. Okay, let's make sure we're all detached. So there's a couple that need an extra unlooping. And there we go. Hey, I see Marmar on. Give me a second here. Okay. All right. And okay, I gotta try it like this. Let's make sure we're doing this, all of the threads. There we go. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that one's done. Okay, we have one left to go. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Lower to lower. 1, 2, 3, and upper to upper. This is finishing up move 23. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lower to lower. And 1, 2, 3, and upper to upper. All right, and while I reset the threads to remove the gap, I will go ahead and read chats. All right, and let's see. Marmar says, "Hey, all, I've been listening and being a creeper tonight. No worries on that. You're always welcome here, Marmar." Equality says, "Marmar, me too. He." Or yeah, he. Okay. Equality says, "Marmar, good to see you." And Marmar says, "Equality, good to see you too." Gwen says, "Lol, I've been running off to the kitchen to check on chicken and veggies in the slow cooker." Speaking of which, Mrs. Torn is running our sous vide starting yesterday. So in about 2 days, we should have our dinner from that. And Marwa says, "Any Serby sightings?" I did join a little late. No, he hasn't been up tonight. It's warm, and he's got an open window in his room, so he's enjoying the view from there. And Gwen says, "I haven't seen him yet tonight." All right. And I believe it's one more move, and then we start over again. All right. I got to do a little bit of filing on my nails and a little bit of sanding on the sword because there's a snag spot on it now. I guess too many Lego bricks or micro locking block bricks fell on that. All right, so on to 24, last one. All right, so on the right we go under every 2 and lower to lower, and then the top, same thing, upper to upper, left side under every 2, top. Okay, so the difference here on the top is that when we do the top, we go under the last one on the bottom, so we start locking together again. All right, got that. And we do that on the right too. Okay. All right, so lower to lower and upper to upper. So 1, 2, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, and lower to lower. And 1, 2, 3, and we also go under here, and we go upper to upper. And left side, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 3, and then we go under that one and upper to upper. All right, so I believe that's one complete rendition of the pattern. Pass this up in a coma slide. All right, you can kind of see. Now, let me. Yep, there we go. All right, we'll just shift this back and over a bit. There we go. Now you can see the pattern better. Actually, I probably will keep it more like this. And you can see on the edge, you actually have like a kind of opening there. All right, so let's see. And we go all the way back to the beginning. All right, so pass through the middle, 4 on each side. All right, so 4 on the bottom, and 1, 2, 3 down, and now we go back from the lower to the upper again. And the middle to 4 and 1, 2, 3, and under the bottom. The top one goes down to the lower. Left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and lower goes to upper now. Hey, Eric Olson, saying hi to everybody, and we'll say hi back to Erica. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. Bottom on the lower, and upper passes down to lower. All right, and we do that twice. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And 4, and 1, 2, 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Okay, that was move 2. Move 3 is okay on the right, top and bottom. We do 2, and then 1 and 1 and 2. Okay, so 1 and 1 and 2. Okay. And on the top, 1 and 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And left side, we go 4 and then 2 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4 and 1, 2, 3. There we go. And next one, 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, same for both of them, going in through the center. All right. Today is Thursday. All right, let me catch up. All right, so there we go. Erica saying hi to everybody. Gwen says, hello, Erica. And Equality says, hi, Erica. Philip saying hello. And Chris Collins, nice to see you on. Chris says, hey, y'all, just got back from a meeting. Glad I caught it live again. I'm going to be trying doing a lot more of them in the near future. And Gwen says, please hit the like button, double check your subscriptions, and ring the bell for all notifications. And Erica says, chicken sounds good to Gwen. Marmar says, hi, Erica. And Equality says, Chris Collins, hello. Erica Olson says, hello, Chris Collins. Gwen says, yepers, it's filling for chicken pot pie. Erica says, I love chicken pot pies. And Equality says, wait, is today Friday Eve, Thursday? I thought it was Wednesday. I'm so happy. All right, so let me go ahead and do move 4, and then I'll probably stop the moves for today, show you what the stream for tomorrow is going to be, and then read the page for Eye of Argon. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Upper. And the next braiding stream will probably be Saturday. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Oops. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Let's try that again. That goes down there. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. And 1, 2, 3. Alrighty. So this one's starting to work its way under here, and that's the start of a new leaf. So, all right, give me just a second here, folks. Yeah, I was actually able to stand up without too much effort. We are doing Marble Run. Going to be building that on Friday. Let's see. I'll go ahead and shift this one a little bit so you guys can see the mess that I've got here. All right. There we go. Marble Run. It's one of those laser cut wood puzzles. Right. Let's remove that. Marmar says, is it just me or did the audio go weird? And Gwen says, audio is good for me. Erica says, okay here. Marmar says, probably something weird on my end. I'm cat sitting and not at home. Erica says, it's the cats. They are chaos. Gwen says, stretch break. Erica says, that looks interesting. And Marmar says, it was me. Pause, went back a little. Now it's fine. I'm back to live. And Gwen says, Marmar, celebration. And Erica says, glad it's fixed. All right. So let me get to all right, I'm going to also remove this and actually, let me go ahead and put that there. And then if I go to here, let's see, is it going to let me do that? No, it's not going to let me do that. Let me remove that. Okay, now we can there we go. Share this. All right, so we left off at Grigner's emerald orbs glared lustfully at the wallowing soldiers struggling before his chestnut-swirled mount. His scowling voice reverberated over to the dying form in a tone of mocking mirth. "You, city-bred dog, should learn not to antagonize your better." Reining his weary mount ahead, Grigner resumed his journey to the Norgolian city of Gorzam, hoping to discover wine, women, and adventure, to boil the wild blood coursing through his savage veins. Page 27. The trek to Gorzam was forced upon Grigner when the soldiers of Kryn were leashed upon him by a faithless concubine he had wooed. His scandalous activities throughout the Cimmerian city had unleashed throngs of havoc and uproar among its refined patricians, leading them to tack a very heavy reward over his head. He had barely managed to escape through the back entrance of the inn he had been guzzling in, as a squad of soldiers pounced upon him. After spilling a spout of blood from the leader of the mercenaries as he dismembered one of the officer's arms, he retreated to his mount to make his way towards Gorzam, rumored to contain hordes of plunder and many young wenches for any man who has the backbone to wrest them away. And I think that's about all I can handle for today. So we'll start again at section 2. I might try. This one's got like some illustrations, but I think I might go for a non-scan version of the text because some of this is a bit hard to read. But actually, looking through it, the later ones look like they're a little bit better to read. Nope, that's still kind of bad on the yellow. Yeah, I think I'll get the PDF without the drawings for reading the rest of it. It's hard enough to read as it is. All right, let me go ahead and remove that. Let's see. Marmar says not ruling out the cat as the cause. And Gwen says, Marmar, I wouldn't either. All right, so let me go ahead and set up a redirect, see who's available. All right. And okay. Customization. Actually, let me make sure I'm in the right one. Let's go back to Studio. Let's see. Content. Live. There we go. That's definitely the right one. It says it's live. And customization. Add a redirect. All right. So, I don't see anybody live at the moment. I guess I won't do a redirect. Sorry about that. I do want to thank everybody who came here. I appreciate it. Sorry I ran out of energy so soon. Only got about an hour and a half in, but I did get essentially one complete rendition of the pattern, which is about here to here. And we're starting in on the next one. And I'll try and do like a full leaf or two next time. Now that I got a little better idea of what it is I'm doing. And Gwen says that's okay. I have an 8 o'clock doctor's appointment tomorrow, so it's not too early to get up. And like I said, I'll get the overhead camera here out to the garage and a table, and I will get started on this lovely thing. All righty. As always, everybody, it's good to have you here. Good to have you here. And I'd like you to stay safe and happy braiding.